This is Ring the Damn Bell, your weekly shot of Sixers news, stories, and heartbreak. Let's go trust the neighbors.
Welcome to Ring the Damn Bell for the first time for our inaugural broadcast here. I'm John.
And I'm Sanoj.
And this is our first podcast. We've been waiting for this. We're excited about it. And I'll tell you, for a while tonight, I was thinking it was going to be a sad one, but man, wow, what a finish! What a game! Better.
Just like VJ, did we have the perfect game to debut this podcast?
It was absolutely perfect. I'll tell you, in third quarter brought back some kind of horrid memories from last season. It was that third quarter letdown. But wow, what a debut for VJ, and what a night for Maxey. I mean, man, I'll tell you what, this backcourt this year. This backcourt's going to be fun to watch. I'll tell you what.
Do you remember what I told you before the game started, maybe a few days ago? I think the Sixers are going to win because the Celtics don't have Tatum, and then Embiid's going to play. I right and wrong at the same time?
Yeah, you were. I'll tell you. Well, we're going to talk about Embiid here a little bit too, because rough night for him. But obviously, man, what a night. But let's let's get started here. I mean, let's talk about the game. Obviously, a big win, great first win. It's always tough going into the Garden and playing, isn't it, Sanoj? I mean, it is just a horrible place to play. And I think
it's our kryptonite.
I think I've told you I hate the Celtics, by the way.
Man,
I may have told you once.
Everything about Boston, not for me. Except the Boston cream pies and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's always been our kryptonite. That Boston, the Garden has been our kryptonite for the Sixers. It's been tough.
They have. I mean, all throughout the history of that rivalry, it's just been a very tough place to play. And I'll tell you, I think I said to you during the game as we were texting back and forth, I think every Boston Celtics player must get some kind of injection that allows them to hit threes against Philly. I don't know what it is. But
I mean, did you see the 3-point tonight though?
Yeah,
25%.
Yeah. So but it felt like
it always does. Yeah,
it always feels like it's more. But what a great win! I'll tell you what, some surprise performances. I mean, you kind of teased me about Jabari Walker, but Jabari Walker had a nice game. Dominic Barlow. So.
Barlow is a surprise. Is this the nice surprise of the game? Besides the obvious, Barlow was a nice little surprise to see out there.
It was, but it was nice. It was. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, let's get into it. Let's
talk about the big win. I mean, big win. Before we talk about VJ's debut and Maxey, great win. And I think the thing that I like about this win, Philly has always had a tough time in finishing games, right? And how many times have you seen this the opposite way, where we go into the fourth quarter with a lead? I always say that 10-point lead, that 10-point barrier, double-digit lead is really tough to overcome. And we went on that. They went on that 17-0 run in the third quarter and entered the fourth quarter. We lost 35-18 in the third quarter, and we walked into that fourth. So I think I even texted. I said we're cooked.
I said. It's July 4th because I smell barbecue.
You did,
yeah.
But they kept fighting, and obviously Maxey just took the team on his back. Hit a couple.
Let me ask you this: when the game has come down,
key threes there.
When a game's come down to the wire, when was the last time you saw Embiid not in the game?
Never. I mean, well, I shouldn't say never, but very, very rare. Obviously,
when he's healthy and playing, has he never been at the end of the game, especially when it came down to the wire? Well,
no, you haven't seen it. We're gonna get to Embiid, but let's. But again, obviously, just a great win. Just not a lot to say. I mean, they played till the very end. They played the entire game.
Who led all rookies in their debut for points before tonight? It was this guy, Iverson.
Oh, Allen Iverson. Yeah.
And who took it today?
I guess it was VJ. And who I think, and didn't Maxey tie the franchise record for points in an opening game? I think he tied Hal Greer.
What was it? 40? I think it was 40, right?
I think he scored. Yeah, I think he scored. I think he finished with
40 points. Edgecombe had 34. So between the two of them, they had 74 points.
They did.
Our backcourt had 74 points.
That's tremendous. And we don't even have Jared McCain yet. So wait till Jared. Quentin Grimes hit hit a pretty key three there towards the end too. It was nice to see that. He struggled a little bit during the game, but he did hit a pretty clutch three. I was impressed with Dominic Barlow. I mean, he played tough. Like I told you, I mean, Jabari Walker. What did he finish with? He finished with 6 points, but he's a two-way player. And
when are you getting a Jabari Walker jersey? You can't stop talking about this guy.
Well, I think when I originally heard they were getting Jabari Walker, I thought it was Jabari Smith Jr. but yeah,
the Rockets.
He had a great game last night. Tough loss for you.
Oh yeah, but I will tell you when the game was started, we know what the roster is already. But when I looked at what our bench was, I was like, oh, this is not a good bench. This is not a good bench at all. This is going to be a very staggered season. You're going to have VJ, Maxey. You're going to have your starters in and out all game with the bench players. That's not a good bench.
Yeah, we did not get a lot. Well, I think at one point in time we had, I think it was through most of the first quarter, we had 4 bench points, and that stuff. Now, granted, a couple of our starters, when Paul George is back and Jared McCain's back, and you got everybody healthy. Some of those starters are going to be bench players, so I think we will have some depth. So I think great win, and there's a lot of positive signs here. Obviously, they're playing at a much faster pace this year than they ever did. But with who's okay? Here's a question: who's faster, Maxey or VJ?
It's a good question, but for now it's Maxey.
No, I think VJ can probably out jump Maxey, but man, I'll tell you what, the
ups that guy has. Here's the funny thing. My buddy texted earlier today, asked me, do you think VJ will have 12 points? He had 14 in the first quarter.
14 in the first quarter.
He asked earlier today, do you think VJ will have 12 points in the game? He had 14 in the first quarter.
It's amazing. So let's talk about his debut. Obviously, as a rookie, third pick out of Baylor. I mean, the guy is just, he's a baller. I mean, the guy's for real. I mean, I think
is it beginner's luck?
Have a great career.
Maybe a little bit of beginner's luck. They can't plan for him. He hasn't played in the NBA before, so they're not.
I don't think so. I don't think it's beginner.
I think 35 a night.
No, of course not. I don't think he's going to average 35 a night. But I mean, I think he's a legitimate NBA solid player. And will he? Yeah. I tell you what. I think he's going to place his name in the discussion for Rookie of the Year. I think.
Oh, definitely. What I'm curious is how is Ace Bailey going to do? We passed up on Ace Bailey. So now the question is, did we pass up on a player we should have taken? So now VJ and Ace Bailey, who's going to have a better season?
I'm feeling pretty good about it right now.
I'm feeling pretty good about it too, but we'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
Ace looked pretty good in the preseason, so we'll see.
Yeah, he
But
did,
not only that, his defense, he's all over the place. His defense is amazing. His screens are really good. There's one play by VJ that it's not even an offensive play that really took me to understand. He understands the game. The ball was going out of bounds. He jumped out of bounds. He turned around. He was looking in the air which way to throw it and decided to bounce past the max. It was the best move in between two Celtics players. He had the wherewithal as a rookie in his first game in the NBA to have all that knowledge around him and to make the right move in a split second. This guy's NBA.
I think he's got a great basketball IQ at a very young age. But let's talk about so a lot of positives, but there were some negatives too. And I think a lot of defensive lapses there towards the end, letting the defense letting the offense get behind the defense. And in clutch times, there were a lot of mental lapses there too, which obviously we're still we don't have everybody yet, and we're gonna talk about Embiid, but a lot of mental lapses that we really need to clean up.
That's something I hope Coach Nurse works on with the team. I think he will. But when you have players on the Celtics like Tillman and Kada making Embiid look bad, what's that saying?
Embiid.
They were mopping the floor with us in the beginning until we made a comeback. So
yeah, they were. So let's talk about Embiid. Obviously, a rough night for Embiid. Played 19 games last year. Played one preseason game. Just kind of get. I think my thing. I don't think he trusts his knee yet. I think there's a lot of. I think he's struggling there mentally. He wasn't ever really fully engaged, and he didn't have that aggressive face.
There was quite a few times we made a couple moves. He automatically grabbed his knee just to make sure it was okay. So maybe mentally, 100% he's not there with his knees yet. But I want you to give Embiid's stats. What was the stats of the game? Your thoughts, and then I'm going to give you a counterpoint to that. At least a positive I saw about Embiid today.
Okay, so Embiid shot he shot 1 for 9 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. He was 2 for 2 from the line. He had a plus minus a minus 16 in the game, which is the worst plus minus, and he wasn't in there at the clutch. So I mean, so give me a counterpoint there. I think you mentioned you may give him a pass here in this first game, which I think is probably justified.
Well, definitely a pass. He hasn't played a game since end of February. That's over 200 days he hasn't played a regular season game, but that's not what this is about. We know he's going to take a little time to warm up, get to feel himself again. What I really liked about him today is his outlook. Did you see he did not get frustrated? He did not get upset. He did not throw the ball. I think he's taking it in stride, and I have not seen that with him in a couple years. Last couple years, he's always been upset and angry and frustrated. He seems to trust his body right now and understand. And he knows he'll work through struggles and get to where he needs to be. So despite the bad scoring and despite that he wasn't at the end of the game, because that was surprising, he wasn't even in the game at the end when it was down by 1 point. The fact that he seemed to understand, I need to step back and let my team take over. Maxi's doing it. VJ's doing it. Oubre was all over the place, by the way. Oubre gives up his body for the team like no one else.
He does.
But I see maturity in Embiid. Bad game, and he still held his head high and supported his team. I haven't seen that from him in a long time.
Completely agree. And we've heard it all for the last few weeks that he's been back. He knows he has talent around him this year, and I think he does trust the people around him. And I think you're right. Watching the game, watching the pans over to the bench. He was positive. He was up. He was cheering. He was coaching from the side. Him and Kyle. So it was in that respect, it was good to see. And I think look, Embiid's not going to average 4 points a game this year. He's not going to average, would he play 20? He's going to average, he was on a minutes restriction tonight for sure. I think it was, the positive is Embiid had this pretty rough debut. We talked about the positive points of that. We eked out a win in Boston,
Yeah.
And that's a positive. Now, granted, Boston's banged up too,
I was going to say, what would the outcome be if Tatum was healthy? Probably not in our favor.
Yeah. Well, but you can also say, well, what if we had Embiid healthy? What if we had Paul George healthy? What if we had Jared McCain healthy? So I think there's a lot of throttle left here. It was a good, hard fought win, and I love the fact that we didn't just die. We didn't give up. I mean, we fought till the very end. And it's just a really good
this
win.
guy. Like this guy, he never quit.
He never quit.
Iverson never quit.
He never quit. And I'm hoping that's the mentality of this team this year.
Yeah.
That never quit. It's a game of runs. When they went on that 17-0 run, one of the things that just irked me this night, because last year, when you we didn't have many runs of ours last year. So I'm thinking, oh my God, okay, 17-0 run. We're cooked, Yeah. We went on our own run and, 8-0 run, 11-0. I forget what the run was in the fourth quarter, but I remember you going to the fourth quarter. I said, we have to win the fourth quarter by more than 10 points. I'm like, I just don't see that happening. Yeah. And we did it. And what was it for? I mean,
great.
It was.
Could we have asked for a better game for our very first episode of this podcast?
No. It was just I was thinking as we're talking as the game's going on, I just want to say what did we win the fourth quarter by? We won the fourth quarter for 42-30. We had to win by more than by 12.
There you go.
No, I'm thinking. I was trying to think. This is our first episode we're dropping, and we're going to be. I'm going to try to be upbeat and find the positives to talk about.
Yep.
But I was thinking it's going to be kind of a tough. I was thinking about the first things we're going to say. Well, Sanoj, it's our first episode. That's great. But, man, a tough loss in Boston. But, no, great win. Phenomenal way to start the season. now we come home for a home opener. I will not. We won't be at that game. We don't have tickets to game one. So we have a half season this year, but looking forward to.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a great season. It's going to be a great time doing this podcast. Oh, we should mention, John, that we are also doing some of the games right after the games. We're going to do virtual like this, and other times we're going to be at our actual studio doing a recap of the week.
Yeah, I think that's great. I'm glad you pointed that out. This is going to be, we're not live streaming. We will live stream some as we
some games
as we get a little more experience under our belt. Brand new podcast, and also we have, believe it or not, we've been doing this the marketing videos here for a few weeks and trying to get people. We have some followers already. We have some pretty cool guests lined up already, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not going to say who they are. But we've got some commitments for some people that you might know that have committed to come on the podcast. So I'm pretty excited about that. And, so we'll see where that goes. But I think, but I'm excited, Sanoj. I love doing this with you. It's a lot of fun.
You as well, buddy.
Like I said, our objective here is we're lifelong, passionate Sixers fans that have lived the horror over the years. The triumph. Almost tonight. But we do this for fun. We bring it to you from a fan's perspective, not from a professional writer or sportscaster or anything like that. We give you a fan's perspective. So I'm going to go watch the pregame now and say, oh, we should have talked about that. We should have talked about this. We didn't give you that analysis.
We're learning as we're going.
And I hope people follow us. We like to have fun. We're going to try to make you laugh a little bit. And we're going to hopefully not cry too much this year like we did last year.
All right, buddy. So I'm going to meet you in the driveway for a beer now, since you're my neighbor, literally my neighbor.
Sounds good. Yeah, we live about 50 feet apart. So we'll do that.
You bring the Guinness.
I'll bring the Guinness. You bring the whatever you got. So all right, well, I guess that's it. Right. Yes, that's it. We're not going to keep this too long, but for anybody who is watching this episode, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the to our podcast. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do some fun giveaways over the season, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So appreciate you all watching. Sanoj, it was great talking to you tonight. Great win, and we will see you all next week.
See you guys.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, bye.